Hello and welcome back to your South King County real estate update. My name is Sarah Eggleston. I'm with Stone Egg Realty at John L. Scott, and I am here to deliver your weekly real estate news. I go live on Facebook here every Friday. Live streams can be seen on or replays can be seen on YouTube. Excuse me, IGTV, my website, any of those places. Wherever you see it, like, subscribe so you see these videos in the future. And please, I would appreciate it if you would share it with a friend. All right, so I am going to go ahead and just jump right into our slides here. All right, so today is October 29th, 2021. Can't believe we are this far through the year. And happy Blue Friday. Last Monday, the Saints did take away the win in a very low scoring game of 13-10. They play again this Sunday on Halloween. I absolutely love this graphic. I think it's hilarious. So make sure to tune in. They are going to be kicking off at 1:05 Pacific time. And don't forget to save the date, Sunday, November 7th at 1 p.m. I am doing a class for your home buying journey. This is a class that I've run before and actually have had several people who have taken this class end up purchasing their first home or purchasing another home in a couple cases. But this class, if you are interested in purchasing a home, I have proven results that this class is one of the things that can help get you there. Like I said, this Sunday is Halloween, and I am doing my annual costume contest. There's a $20 gift certificate that goes to kids, teens, and adults, and that's going to be for the Common Ground Cupcakes and Coffee down in Renton. And for the pets, I have a $20 gift card from Pet Pros. So make sure to either email me your entries or post them on the Facebook event page. The links to all that will be in the description shortly after this show. And what happened this week? So if you'll remember, I have been working with a couple that we've put in a number of offers for them and not come out on top several times. Well, not several. It's like 3 offers, I believe, 3 or 4 that they didn't land. We came in second place. One of them, there was 14 other offers. And it's just been crazy. And they've been choosing houses that are wonderful houses, but everybody thinks so. So we had a discussion last, I guess, a week and a half ago about what we could do differently, how we could find houses that I didn't have as much demand, a little bit easier to attain. And so I said, well, why don't we look at homes that have been on the market at least a week, if not couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, and see what we find. So we went out and looked at a few homes that had been on the market about around 30 days. I think one was 30, one was 33. There's one new to market that we looked at, but we ended up putting an offer in on one of the ones that have been on the market about 30 days and got our offer accepted almost immediately. So that was a big win. And our offer was $11,000 below asking and had an inspection contingency. So if we'd been going after homes that this was their first weekend on the market, that offer probably wouldn't have gotten accepted, because even if there were no other offers, the seller may want to hold out to see if anything better lands in the next few days. But for us, since the house had been on the market for about 30 days, the seller was very motivated, already moved out of state, just needs to get this going so that they can get into their next home. So big win. We had our inspection a couple days ago. We haven't responded to that yet, but we're going to chat about that again today and make a decision about how we want to respond. So I'm very, very excited that we've got this couple pending on this home. And honestly, I personally believe it's the best suited home for them that we've been to. It's amazing. So they want to foster pets, and there's like 6 bedrooms. So you can have all these different spaces where the animals are kind of closed off and separated from each other for introduction. And it's perfect. All right, I'll go ahead and jump back into the slides here. Here's one more sign of cooling in Seattle's hot housing market. This is an article that came out a couple days ago in the Seattle Times. Seattle has slipped to 5th place for hottest market in the country, hottest housing market in the country. We have been at the number 3 point for what seems like forever, number 2 or number 3. And now Phoenix, San Diego, Tampa, and Dallas are ahead of us. Home prices here are up about 24% over last year. These stats are lagging almost 3 months. So these would be the August stats that we're looking at now. They compile a whole bunch of numbers from a bunch of spots, and it takes a while to get these numbers out to us. Well, for the 27th consecutive month, Phoenix topped the list. And nationally, home prices are up nearly 20% compared to last year. So the red line is Seattle, and the blue line here is the national level. And you can see that Seattle has just been increasing at a much greater rate than the rest of the nation during this time period. This index uses a three-month rolling average of home prices, or Kings, Snohomish, and Pierce, and lags by 2 months. So this is August data. So the remote work, people's jobs, allowing them to work from home, or at least part-time. Maybe they have to go into the office 1 or 2 days a week rather than 5. This is allowing people to move out further away from the city, get a larger piece of land maybe, or a larger home to spend their time in. They can have that extra office space. It's a dedicated bedroom or office space just for them to work, and still have the yard for any pets to run around and what have you. And this is exactly what's going on with the couple that I was just talking about. They're working from home. So they don't have to be going to an office all the time. They just have to make sure they have a great internet connection. A lot of more listings are talking about the internet connection now, and especially out in the more rural areas where it's not as guaranteed. So you can tell that they are kind of targeting the tech market with that. In the Seattle area, it's gone up, home prices have gone up about 4%. In the east side, it's up 26%, 16% in Southwest King County, 18% in Southeast King County. So you can see it's very area specific, and people are moving away from the downtown Seattle area, or have. And so the home prices haven't increased as much in that area. New home sales jumped 14% in September. This is a national number article. We rose to a seasonally adjusted rate of 800,000 units last month. So we were up 9.5% in September from a year ago. And the average sales prices in September were up 11.5%. So median and average prices are up significantly nationwide. And this is partially due to the strong demand, partially due to the lumber and different supply shortages, supply chain problems. Kind of has affected different areas of the country differently. And this maybe not as important as far as like real estate news affecting everyone, but I did think this was super interesting. There's a building that they're building down in Seattle, this apartment building, all these solar panels on top and everything. The way they're building this structure is different than the vast majority of how homes are being built right now. These panels are being made in Tacoma in a factory, and then brought to Seattle and put together. So they kind of like stack the floors and walls together that already have the heat installed in them. They already have electric installed in them. So they kind of just plug these little panels into each other. And they're hoping that this is going to speed up the amount of time it takes to build apartment buildings and different types of properties. I have heard of like 3D printed homes becoming a thing. So this modular type construction is, I guess it's not that shocking, but it definitely is interesting to read the article about it. I didn't go too in depth. It is a pretty long article, but there's a couple different ways that they're doing it. There's like blocks that are stacked like Legos, or panels that get swung into place and then hooked into each other. So there's a couple different ways that they're doing it, but this modular construction is becoming a little bit more common. And I liked this quote. Colin said, we were building a building that you build like a car or an airplane. So basically taking that factory mentality and trying to replicate it in buildings. And that brings us to our market stat minute. For new listings, we had 591, 923 pending, and 950 sold. So you can see we did tick down this week in both pended listings and new listings. And that is something that we would kind of expect to happen this time of year as we head closer to the holiday season. Showings has remained fairly steady, ticked down just slightly from where we were last week. What we'd expect to see type things are happening nationwide. Last week, we had an interest rate of 3.09. This week, we rise to 3.14 for our weekly average. This is basically what we've been expecting to see, is mortgage rates going up as the economy recovers from COVID. And as we see case counts go down, we expect to see mortgage rates go up as the economy recovers. Bringing it to our daily mortgage rate, we have 3.22. So we've gone up a little bit more this week, since that average rate is kind of a Monday to Monday comparison. Instant reaction to mortgage rates. Yeah, the Fed is meeting next week and may determine the exact time of the tapering. This is what people are concerned about with interest rates. As soon as the Fed dials back their mortgage bond purchases, or their their bond purchases, 10-year bond purchases, the mortgage rates will generally go up. Here's the 30-year fixed mortgage rate during the 2013 Fed tapering. So they went down, but they had started out way higher than we are. So what happens after the taper is more important. With the Fed raising interest rates by the middle of 2022, expect mortgage rates to move up next year. And NAR is forecasting that the 30-year fixed mortgage rate be 3.6 by mid-2022. So, I mean, it's not going to just skyrocket, because, we're at 3.22 now. They expect rates to rise, but not astronomically. And just wrapping things up here, one little last reminder about your home buying journey. My webinar on Sunday, November 7th. Make sure to save the date, register on Eventbrite so you make sure you get that link. And if you register for the link and you can't make the event, that's fine. I understand, things happen. And I will record this event and send it out as a replay for anybody who is unable to make it but does register. Hope you have a very safe and happy Halloween on Sunday. Make sure to take pictures. I would love it if it had like the year 2021 somewhere in the picture, so we can tell that it's this year. And share your pictures with me, either on the Facebook event page or send them to me at seggleston@johnlscott.com. All right. If you have any questions, please reach out. I would love to have a conversation with you. Either give me a call, shoot me a DM. I am happy to just communicate with you. So let me know your questions, real estate questions, anything you'd like to see in the show. If you want to discuss the real estate market in your specific area, or like an area you might be interested in moving to, just let me know. And make sure to tune in and cheer on your Hawks on Sunday and have a very safe and happy Halloween. See you next Friday. Have a great week.